Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Brendan and welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, it is great to have you. And today's topic is the Bitcoin bull trap. Now, as both Bitcoin and really all of cryptocurrency have started their path of recovery since this most recent fall to the downside, they have reached some crucial levels of resistance. Now, for Bitcoin, this is the 50 EMA. For Ethereum, this is the 200 EMA. And both Bitcoin and Ethereum have approached key levels on the Fib Retracements. Now, that's actually something that we're going to jump into and draw up today. But this is actually a crucial level because if both Bitcoin and Ethereum can start breaking through both these Fib retracements and the EMAs, what we could see is a nice rise in price action and even further bounce to the upside and possibly even new yearly highs. Now, this could cause a cascading or even an avalanche effect because if Bitcoin as the king of cryptocurrency and Ethereum as the king of the altcoins both start breaking through these levels of resistance to the upside, I would imagine that these smaller market cap cryptocurrencies and the altcoins in general would follow both Bitcoin and Ethereum in the gains that they have to be made to the upside. So that's going to be the topic of today's video, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy, and if any of this sounds interesting, make sure you guys stick around for the entire length of the video. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on in here. So key things to highlight is that while we talked about both Bitcoin 2 days ago and Ethereum yesterday, these were showing very conflicting readings because what we saw was this form of a descending triangle on the Bitcoin chart and then an ascending triangle on the Ethereum chart. Now, we can see very clearly, obviously this is discredited, this is no longer viable. We have broken above this, tested it, and now we are retesting this 50 EMA, and that was actually one of the topics that I talked about in the Ethereum video. But with Bitcoin testing this level of the 50 EMA on the 4-hour time scale, and Ethereum actually retesting the 200 EMA on this 4-hour time scale, this becomes a very key and pivotal point for what the markets could be doing into the future, because this level that Ethereum is really retesting right now is the previous low. This is former support turned resistance, and if Ethereum rejects here, things could go from bad to worse very fast. But if it breaks through this, what this is telling me is that Ethereum could very well be going for new yearly highs. Now we're talking above that $500 area and still seeing the possibility of hitting an $800 Ethereum if Ethereum can start conquering these two major levels. Now, the major levels that Ethereum has left is obviously this resistance part where it's at right now. Really getting above this $400 mark is going to be a little bit of a struggle for Ethereum, but if it can do this, this will be such a strong method for the bulls to come in and really carry this thing higher. Now, if it breaks above 400, I don't see any reason why it can't retest this previous high just below that $500 area, and if $500 breaks, again, that's when I think we're going to start seeing that run up to $700 and even $800 on Ethereum. But it kind of all relies on this key point and where it's at right now, because it really needs to go ahead and get above this 200 EMA and kind of reverse and get rid of this death cross that it has already plotted. So the way that I look at this is that there's really two ways. Obviously, one, we can be saying that, yeah, we're rejecting actual previous support and it's actually turning resistance. Or you could say that this was an ascending triangle, and while we had broken out of this, we were actually doing a break, a hook, and then possibly a go formation to the upside. Now, obviously, both of these are strong arguments. If we're looking at the indicators and oscillators over here, there is nothing that is extremely convincing to me. The RSI is sitting neutral. There's no double bullish divergence on the RSI. There's no double bullish divergence on the MACD. And if we move this over to the one-day charts, again, what I'm really seeing here is that the MACD on the one-day is drying up and starting to point towards the upside. And the RSI, while it is still neutral, it's more to the lower side of neutral and looking like it might want to bounce as well. So this is a key and crucial level for sure. If Ethereum can close above this 50 EMA and get above that 200 EMA on the 4-hour chart, I think that will be a very strong sign for the cryptocurrency market in general, because both Ethereum and Bitcoin are moving together right now, and they are kind of projecting the way of which the altcoin market, for the most part, is going to go in the near future. So if these guys are going downwards and they start rejecting here, you're going to see the altcoins, 90% of the altcoins are going to go and really follow them to the downside. But if these guys can continue their path to the upside and break through these heavy levels of resistance, I think that you'll start seeing these lower market cap altcoins start breaking through their own levels of resistance and start recovering in their own way. Now going back to the Bitcoin chart, now that we have really broken down Ethereum over here, again, I think Ethereum is probably more of a significant figure in this scenario than Bitcoin, and that's not something that I say often. So if you guys watch my channel frequently, you will know that it is kind of once in a blue moon for me to say something like that. But Ethereum and the altcoins have been kind of the name of the game in this run to the upside. You know, whether that's the DeFi market or the food coins that are happening right now, or just in general, the altcoins expanding and growing and the rapid price increases that we've seen in a lot of these altcoins, they have been the real runners of this year. And while Bitcoin has had a phenomenal year in and of itself, while Bitcoin has gone up, you know, maybe a couple 100%, you have a lot of these like top 50, top 100 altcoins that have gone up hundreds of percent. So it is quite the year for sure, but I think really all the eyes are on this altcoin market right here. And if Ethereum can start to recover and get through these heavy levels of resistance, I think we'll see Bitcoin follow. But again, it's at that pivotal point right now. You cannot see these people reject, or excuse me, these assets reject these levels, because if Bitcoin rejects the 50 and Ethereum rejects the 200, this could get dangerous very fast. Now, the final thing I want to do here is actually draw up the Fib retracements, because for Ethereum, this guy is at a very, very crucial level. So if we go ahead and draw this up, we can see that very clearly Ethereum has bounced, and actually from the initial bounce, it came up, rejected that 236 level, came back down, bounced off of support, and now we are rejecting not only the 200 EMA, but also the 382 silver Fib retracement area. Now, the 618 is going to be the golden Fib. This is what gets retested the most, but the 382 is what I call the silver Fib, because I see it as the second most retested Fib level of everything else. You know, more than the 236, more than the 5.0, more than the 786. I see the 618 first of all, and then the 382 as the second most tested level. So what these Fib levels stand for is just a percentage of retracement. So when you see a point, essentially just imagine moving the decimal place 2 more places over and then adding a percent to it. So the 786 is a 78% retracement, the 382 is a 38% retracement, and so on and so forth. But with cryptocurrencies using Fibs so often, if you guys don't know what Fibs are, it stands for Fibonacci retracements. It's just popular areas of retracements on assets like this. And I think on a cryptocurrency above everything else, these guys use this more than any other asset I've ever seen. So for cryptocurrency and Ethereum here to be rejecting the 382, maybe it's time for it to come back down. Again, this is a pivotal level. I mean, I think that we are going to see the price pretty volatilely move in one direction here pretty soon. So as pressure builds and we are at both support and resistance for these assets, we're going to have to see what they have to do soon here, but I think it's going to be an exciting ride nonetheless. Definitely some conflicting readings, but one that I had to talk about nonetheless. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. So go ahead and drop those down there and let me know what you guys think. But until next time, guys, I will see you in the next video.